Hello Mallards, it is Tuesday and I'm on my way into University High School where I'm going to their Thespian benefit show, and from what I understand I'm going to get to see a bunch of the performances that they are taking to state thespian competition, and I'm really looking forward to it. University was one of the Fringers of the Future schools, which is how I got in contact with them, but I in general want to make it a goal this year to see more high school productions. So I'm looking for other high schools shows that I can attend. So if you know some high school drama people or know how to get me in touch with them so that I can go see some other shows, please let me know in the comments. This place is really pretty. Like, it's gorgeous in here. My inner high schooler is very jealous. This show is performances that they are going to be taking to their thespian competition, plus a few other things that they're doing, because the original plan for the show was for it to be the one act that they are taking to state and then some other acts that are going to state. But unfortunately, they had a performer fall ill from the one act. So instead of that, they have done a few other things, including a version of We're All in This Together from High School Musical that they threw together today, which was really impressive, really fun. That was very enjoyable. I was also really impressed by a scene from Clue that was performed. I was also particularly impressed by a song that was performed, a duet from I Could Use a Drink, because that stage, as you saw from my jealous vlogging of it, is very large, and the two of them managed to command that entire space. It was very, very impressive, and incredibly strong singers. And then there was a scene from the Oh Hello show, which I know nothing about that show either, but the physicality of the two young actors being old men on stage was spot on the entire time. They picked their very specific postures and gestures and movements, and they stuck with them through that whole scene, and it was quite a long scene. I was very impressed by that one as well. The musical numbers were really fun. The other performances were also very enjoyable. It just happened to be that those three stood out to me. I really enjoy this particular type of thing because it gives me an opportunity to just see a wide variety of performers and a wide variety of acts and some very wildly different things in terms of genre, and that's really enjoyable. I'm gonna go in for Act 2. Now the entire performance is over. I would say one of the benefits that I got from the fact that they couldn't do their one act is that they did two songs from Chaplin the Musical, which is the last show that they did, which I did not attend because I wasn't yet hooked into all that happens here. And so it was really cool for me to see what I am guessing is like an opening and closing number from that show. I don't know that for sure, but just from the feel of both of those pieces, we got A Day in Hollywood or Another Day in Hollywood, which feels very opening number, and then That Man, which felt like a closing piece from the show. Could be an act closer instead of the finale, but really had finale feelings. Clearly very talented performers, and looks like a really interesting and fun show. I am kind of sad that I didn't get a chance to see it, but I'm glad that I got to see these two pieces. They also did When the Chips Are Down from Hadestown, and the Three Fates were so good. The way that they moved perfectly in sync, the choreography for that was great. Their attitudes were fantastic. I really enjoyed that piece a lot. And then one of the other things that stood out to me in this particular Act 2 was they did a monologues montage is what they called it, but they had 5 performers standing on stage who each did one of their competition monologues, and they were spotlit when they were performing, but the others were still on stage the whole time. And that was a really fun dynamic that I've never seen anyone do before, because it allowed the other performers to, in the shadows, react to the monologues, and also allowed a few of the monologue performers to direct their performance at somebody else on the stage. So it was a cool and interesting dynamic way to do monologues rather than just like having each student come out and then go back. To like move along like that, I thought was really nice. It was really well done for flow of show. Would maybe be something I'd recommend to other schools that do showcases like this, because I know that there are a lot of them. And so like flowing across the stage for monologues like that is really nice from an audience perspective. And so I had a lovely time. I am definitely coming back for Beauty and the Beast, and thank you, like I said, again, to University High School for having me out here. Thanks to them for inviting me, and congrats on all of these competition pieces, and best of luck at state. And for the Mallards, I'll see you tomorrow.